Okay, so today's lesson will be about long division. So if I just quickly write the title at the top, long division. Okay, so they might give you a question where it might say, well, let's just think of a number. So let's just say divide 2, 3, 2, 4, 1 by, I don't know, 4. Okay, so let's just say it says divide 2, 3, 2, 4, 1 by 4. Now there's three ways of writing this. First way is you can write down 2, 3, 2, 4, 1 divided by 4. So the number, this means divide by 4. Or the second way you can write this down is 2, 3, 2, 4, 1 divided by 4, which is also known as 2, 3, 2, 4, 1 over 4, so it's like a fraction format. Or you can do it in the, well, I like to call it the bus stop format. You write down 2, 3, 2, 4, 1, and then you put the bus stop and you put the 4 outside. So 2, 3, 2, 4, 1 divided by 4. So the by number goes here and the main chunk of number goes inside. Okay. Sometimes you might get confused if they say, oh, divide this. They might give you in this format or that format. What you have to remember is the larger number, it slides. So pretend that this is the heavy number at the top. It slides and it falls in here, if that makes sense. So we can say, oh look, it fell off and it landed in here. Or you could just rotate the numbers clockwise. So we can say, oh, this line here, we'll rotate it and all the numbers will go on this side and the 4 will go on the left. Anyways, let's bring this down here. Okay, so we'll write it down again. So 2, 3, 2, 4, 1 divided by 4. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to see how many times does 4 go into 2 only. Now, people often make the mistake by saying, oh, 4 goes into 2 times, but you're saying it the other way around. You're saying, oh, 2 goes into 4 2 times. You don't write that. You want to say, in the 4 times table, does this fall into this? No, because 4 in the 4 times table, it starts off with 4, 8, 12. So obviously, the obvious answer, you know, if you're really unsure, is this number is bigger than the first number. So naturally, it's going to be 0. So you write the answer at the top. So how many times does 4 go into 2? None. So you write 0 at the top. Then you do this. You do 4 times the top. So how many times does it go into here? You write the answer here. How many times does 4 go into 2? 0. 4 times 0 is 0. Anything times 0 is 0. So we write the answer here again. First answer goes here, second answer goes here. 4 times 0, 0. Then you do a takeaway. 2 take away 0. Well, of course, it's 2. You bring the next number down. Okay? And you write it down here. Now, this is your next concern. You ignore these whole numbers because naturally we're going to bring down all of these numbers down one by one. So now you say, okay, how many times does 4 go into 23? Well, let's just do this in our 4 times table with our fingers. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Ah, we stopped because we've gone over 23. So we put that number one finger down 5 times. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. If we carry on counting, it will go over the 23 number because it goes 24 next. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 5 times. You write the answer where? At the top. Then you do this. 4 times 5. Well, we already know it's 20 because we just worked it out. So 4 times 5, 20. What do we do next? Well, we follow the same example. We do take away. 23 take away 20. I mean, you don't need to use your fingers or you don't need to do anything. All you have to do is 3 take away 0, 3. 2 take away 2 is nothing. Okay? Now we bring the next number down. So what do we say now? We say how many times does 4 go into 32? Again, let's bring our fingers out. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. 8 times perfectly. Yeah? So what does then you do 4 times 8. Let me quickly check if I'm doing it right. Yep. So 4 times 8 is 32. You write 32 here. 32 take away 32, 0. Now generally our main aim is to stop when we reach 0. But we don't stop here, even just because we got a 0, we don't stop here because we still have 2 numbers left. When we reach 0 after this number, then we stop. Anyways, let's get back to this. 32 take away 32, 0. What do? You bring the next number down. So can you see there's a repeating pattern? We said, how many times does 4 go into this number? You write that number here. This times that equals this. Then you do this, take away this, put the number here. Bring the next number down, 23. That becomes 23 now. How many times does this go into this? You write the answer at the top. That times that, you write the answer here. This take away this, answer here. Bring the next number down. It sounds confusing, and I know I'm making it sounding confusing, but the more practice you do, the more easy it becomes. Okay, so back to this. So we said 32 take away 32 is 0. We bring the next number down, which is 4. So how many times does 4 go into 4? Once. So we write down here, once. So that's 4. Then we do 4 times 1, again 4. 4 take away 4, 0. Do we stop here? No, because we still have another number left. So you bring the next number down. Yeah? Okay, this is tricky. What do? It says, how many times does 4 go into 1? None. Because this number is bigger than this. You write down 0. 4 times 0 is 0. Yeah? So what's 1 take away 0? Well, of course, it's 1. Right, now we've end up in a tricky situation. Why? Because we haven't reached 0. We've used up all of these numbers, but our aim is to reach 0 once we used all of these numbers. Yes, we've reached 0 here, we've reached 0 here, but we still have some numbers remaining. Now we've used up all of the numbers, we still haven't reached 0. So what do you do when you come into this situation? Well, the first thing you must do is add a decimal point here, and you must put a decimal point at the top. A lot of people tend to put a decimal point here and they forget to put a decimal point at the top. You just add a couple of zeros, it doesn't matter how many you add. You can add as much as you want. It's just going to waste time. Just add a couple, or 4. It should be fine. So we bring the next number down, which is a 0. How many times does 4 go into 10? 4, 8, 12. We've gone over 10. So that means it goes in there twice. You write that answer here. 4 times 2 is 8. 10 take away 8 is 2. Yeah? Bring the next number down. Okay? How many times does 4 go into 20? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 5 times. You write the answer at the top. Then 4 times 5 is 20. 20 take away 20 is 0. And well, what do you know? We've reached our point. Ignore these numbers because these were our main numbers, right? I just added a few zeros because my aim was to reach 0 here. I want to make sure that we have we know all our remainders. So now that I've reached 0, we stop. Therefore, our answer lies at the top here. So the answer is 5,810.8. 25. And if you quickly check on the calculator, I hope I've done this right. 23241 divided by 4 equals, if you just want to zoom in, I hope you can get the lighting right, 5810.25, and that's your video for long division.